The wonders of technology.
Amazing, isn't it?
It is. I'm always in awe of the fact that two people can be in completely different places and have this conversation in real time. I'm just I'm just amazed by it. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe for everybody else in the world it's normal, but I'm always amazed by it every day. The fact that it's possible. That just it's nice. It's nice that it's possible. Right.
Yeah.
So so what are you up to?
I'm preparing presentation for I'm preparing presentation for
You're like, oh, ciao. Nice to see you. I'll just go over here and read a book.
No, because I have, another screen here. Can you see it? No.
Yes,
Yeah? Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's okay. You can just continue to work, and I'll just drink coffee and watch you, or like some weird person or something.
Who is weird person? You?
Me. I would be weird. I've got my. Here's my coffee. Let me show you my coffee. Right now,
At
this.
Slovakia.
Sorry. Hello. Sorry. What?
Is it Slovak coffee from Banská Bystrica? No.
Hopefully it's from another country on another continent because I don't think Slovak coffee exists. But anyway, um, I don't know the answer to that question really, but I'm a bit worried because I am the you know how it works, right? You put the pressure on it slowly to push it down.
And then
Well,
you have to wait for
yeah,
some. Okay.
that's what I've been doing.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Thank you for the instructions. Okay. Okay. Yes. Coffee for dummies. Right. This is just what I need today. So
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 what you put it in? What is
well the well, welcome to How to Make Coffee with G. This is a cafetiere. Inside we have coffee and hot water. To 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 create the perfect cup of coffee, we, we must. She's lost it completely. Okay. We must fuse the coffee and the water together. This is done by slowly applying pressure on on the top here. Now, this this is this is my disaster area. This is where I always have problems because I always do this too fast, and when you do this too fast, the coffee explodes out of the cafetiere. Yeah, well, you know how it works. You can't remove addictions. You just transfer them onto other things. So, that's why people try to jump from one drug to another drug, or, they break up in a relationship and start drinking or whatever because they just replace one drug with another drug. Um, so, so if there's no alcohol, I don't know. It's not the same though, is it?
10 coffee, 10 times the coffee, to have coffee per day. It's too much.
It's unhealthy. Yeah. I'll probably have a heart attack by the time I'm 40. Oh no, wait, I'm 40 already. Never.
So now you're
Never.
safe. So you're
I'm okay. Absolutely. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna live forever now. If you can get to
Oh
40.
no!
I could, I suppose. I don't know. So give me an update on your try try not to spit your tea all over the computer. Give me, oh, I haven't had time. Wait, let me taste the coffee.
Mhm. You can drink my tea there. Mm. That's good.
Yeah, there's a reason why I go to the coffee shop, I suppose. I suppose they know what they are doing. I have a cool system for coffee at home. I have the do you know it's like the Turkish pot where you put the water in the bottom and you heat it up and the water filters through the coffee up to the top? You know what I'm talking about? No.
Mm, I'm not sure. And where do you put coffee?
Okay, it's
In
like a
it
it's
or
it's a metal there's like a metal container with a
uh,
you've probably got one, right?
I guess you. I have, this one.
That's the mother. Yeah, and
And
the coffee.
then what?
It's
But
cool.
it's
It's so cool.
Italian, it's
Oh,
not Turkish.
okay. Sorry. I don't
Mhm.
really know that much about these kinds of things, but it's it's a very happy color. Yours, anyway. Mine is uh, mine is silver, and it's perfect for me in the morning because if I don't have coffee in the first 5 minutes of my day, I it's hard. It's hard.
You see?
That
You mean this, but it's full of coffee now, so it's
so
really reasonable
don't
to
shake.
open
Don't sh
it next to computer. So you put coffee here,
yeah. That's exactly what I got. It's
but
fantastic. Saved my life.
you told me that it's Turkish.
I thought it was Turkish. It's Italian, right?
Uh-huh. It's
I have
Italian.
I have never been to Turkey, so I guess that I just thought that Turkish people. Some
But
I'm sh I'm sure that somebody told me that that was Turkish. I'm sure. And I
okay.
just believe them because I'm simple and naive and just believe everything that people tell me. Um, so now I have been corrected. Thank you very much. It's Italian coffee.
Maybe
And
it's true, so
maybe you're the one. Yeah.
hesitating a little bit, but I think it's Italian.
It
Have you
doesn't
been to
matter.
Italy?
No.
No, you haven't been to Italy.
No, I was waiting for someone to take me or invite me or suggest going to Italy, but it never happened because nobody wants to take me. Nobody wants to take me with them anywhere because I'm just a. ch-
Poor Scottish guy.
Yeah, I know.
In Slovakia,
Who's the
in Slovakia.
Who's that guy in the corner? Oh, it's that poor Scottish guy. Okay, yeah, just don't talk to him. Okay, right. Okay, he's a bit weird. Yeah, yeah, he doesn't go anywhere. No, and he just sits there drinking coffee. Doesn't even drink alcohol. Weird. What a
Yeah.
weird What a weird person. Must be some kind of brain damage or something. So, yeah,
But you miss whiskey because you used to drink whiskey every night. I remember that you told me before you got sleep. No?
yes, yeah, I was a whiskey every day person. I was for many years, and
Mhm.
I don't know if I miss it. I thought about this because for some reason this week I've had a lot of conversations with people about alcohol. One of my And I
Okay.
don't know why.
Okay.
People just want to talk about alcohol this week, so that's okay with me.
So
Uh,
let's
it's
continue on this
because
topic.
yeah, it's a common topic for everybody. Everybody has some experience with it
Something
usually.
what connect us and blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
opposite.
Yeah, and so one of my students drinks only Jack Daniels. Yeah, doesn't
Mhm.
drink anything else. And I met him on yesterday morning. We had a meeting, and he was trying to persuade me that we should drink Jack Daniels. And and I don't know if I miss it or not. I can't decide. It's really like I feel like my brain is cut into two parts, and on one side there is don't want alcohol, don't need alcohol, just leave it.
Mhm.
And on the other side is a glass of whiskey with some ice, and I can sit down and relax and switch my brain off, um, and I'm really right in the middle. And I I I, I don't know. It's now that I've worked hard on myself to get myself into this positive state, it it's a little bit strange because I'm not against drinking alcohol. I'm not against going out. I'm not against having fun. I'm not against any of those things. It's just I don't know. It's just not for me. I told myself that I would set myself a target, and when I reach that, like I give myself a reward, right?
Mhm.
Because look, I could go out and buy a bottle of whiskey and drink the whole bottle. No problem at all. I would have no problem doing that. But there wouldn't be any point to it. There needs to be a point to it. It needs to be a reward for something.
Mhm.
When you give yourself something that you don't deserve, you don't enjoy it or appreciate it as much. It's like the cold beer when you get to the top of the hill. You know, if you just like have the beer, it's just like a
Mhm.
beer. But if you know, walk all the way up the hill to get to the top and you sweat and there's some place at the top where you can have, oh, the beer tastes fantastic when you get there. Because it's the reward. You know what I'm talking about, right? No,
No.
no, no, because you've never climbed the hill. Okay.
Please
Okay.
explain again, please.
Absolutely not. Right. Uh, and so I thought that I I will I will go out and I will buy a good bottle of whiskey, but I have to have a very good reason for it.
Mm,
And I
you
set
always find some reason.
yeah, I know, but it's look who you're talking to. I know.
I know, I
I know. I
understand.
know. I know.
I'm really
It's
sorry that I'm not serious, but okay, from that moment I can.
you're bleeding my heart out here, and you're laughing at me. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm the
Like this,
weird.
I interrupt you, so you just go on. I don't know what you were talking about.
No, I'm the weird Scottish guy in the corner of the room that no one talks to.
Yeah.
And I have a goal, but you're gonna laugh. That's
No,
the
no,
point.
no, no.
Right. So do you want do you want to know the goal? Do you want to know what? Okay. The goal is I have to make €1 million with my new business.
Okay,
That's
I'm not laughing.
no, I'm serious. It's a serious goal.
Okay, that's good.
I have a business model and a business plan, and um, I have a lot of information, a lot of calculations about things that I want to do, and I need to use everything in my power to try to push myself to make everything work 100%. And one of these things is no drinking until the business works. It's like a do or die thing, right? Either the business is going to work and after a period of time I can take a step back and relax, um, or nothing. Basically all or nothing is the principle there, which is completely different from what most sensible, intelligent people would enjoy the process and give themselves little rewards as they go along at the end of each day, like I did before. Um, I got to the end of the day. Let's celebrate. Yay. Yeah, I might not be here tomorrow, so,
Yeah, I survived. So
yeah, there is no tomorrow, right? There is no tomorrow. Um, so, so that's my goal, basically. I will have a drink again after my business reaches that target income of 1 million euro, which I estimate will take 3 years. So I'm completely restructuring my whole business model, and from the 1st of January next year, I am diving into a new world, and um, that's it. And so I'm trying to put everything in a position so that I can't fail with what I do in the future. Because I spent a lot of my life doing a lot of different things, that some of which were successful and some of which weren't successful, and it didn't really matter about this or that, but now it matters. It makes some kind of sense, hopefully. There's a period of time when you can do what you want, things don't really matter. But then there comes a point where things matter. And it's matter time now.
uh,
It
why do you
matters.
need 1 million euros? For what?
Um,
So now it's,
I don't need 1 million euros. It's just a financial goal because you have to set a target. And the target has to be uh, something different, something new, and something interesting. I'm not that interested in the financial aspect of things, and I am a great believer that if something doesn't really, if so, if it's not if something doesn't interest you, it's if you don't know a lot about something. You sometimes need to go in that direction. You need to walk through the fire to experience
Mhm.
something new sometimes. And I'm not my brain is not a financial calculation brain. Some people can click their fingers and start a business, and in 6 months they have so much money they don't know what to do with it all. I'm not that kind of person. I'm a sort of slow mover, climber kind of person, if I move at all.
Should
And
more coffee.
I should drink
Yeah,
more
yeah,
coffee.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, perhaps if I had a few more coffees at times, that might change things. Um,
But I don't understand why, you do like beer, don't you? So I just don't know why you have, some limitations. If I
mhm.
like something, why I just, yeah, I would like to enjoy it. So just don't.
Uh, yeah, there's a psychological reason for it. What's the deferral of gratitude?
Uh-huh.
So you can have we in the modern world, lots of things are available to everybody. We can all sort of go out and get a little bit of something that we want or need or whatever. Um, but there's a psychological principle, the deferral of gratitude, which is if you really want something, then there's something you can learn for not taking it straight away. Yeah.
Mm.
Let me give you a really bad example of this. I can't think of a good one, so I'll give you a bad one. Um, this is the Catholic Christian principle of no sex until marriage, right? Which is really not very practical and causes so many problems. Um, but it's based on a good principle, which is this idea of the deferral of gratitude. That if you always get what you want exactly when you want it, you don't really appreciate it so much.
I
Um,
appreciate being, every day. Just, it's
yeah,
a high, I don't mind days. Like,
yeah, you've got that.
And
You've got, I think, a beautiful approach to that, though. That's really nice. I like your approach.
and
I
it's really helpful, you know. I mean, we're talking about creativity and so on. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah. That okay. Let's look at it from that perspective. That's a really good way to look at it. We're talking about creativity, so um, I know what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. I'm relatively good at being creative with things. Not always, but I can usually find solutions to problems, and my work requires that I'm creative every day. I can hear the police. There. Okay. So I'm I'm relatively creative, and there are things that I'm good at and things that I'm not good at. And so what I'm not good at is long-term planning and organization, and doing some things like, this is going to sound a bit boring, but doing some things like thinking about what's going to happen when I'm 60 years old or 70 years old, or at that point in the future, because I'll tell you why. Because I don't have a strong financial plan, and I don't want to. And I've been studying this in the last 6 months. I've been studying finance and organization of money, and um, I was always very much, yeah, the money comes in and you spend it, it goes out, and sort of comes in and goes out. And I was never really very good at being organized with money, and now I want to completely change that. And that's why money is part of the business focus. It's definitely not the most important thing to me. The most important thing to me in terms of business is to be creative, give myself opportunities, and enjoy what I do. Um, and money has never been a focus, and that's why it's always been a problem. Because when you are an independent business person, or even more a solopreneur, somebody who is alone doing something different, mm, you need more resources, and money is one of those resources. I don't see money as money, I see money as a resource. Like I need to buy a new phone right now, and I just don't have the money for it.